As you get started on Affinity, chances are you have some data that you'd like to import, whether from another CRM, LinkedIn, or an Excel spreadsheet. Bringing historic data into Affinity is an easy process and will walk you through every step of the way. You can import organizations, people, and opportunities into Affinity. The first step is to create a list. I'm going to go ahead and set up a deal pipeline list of organizations. Please note that once you have lists configured in Affinity, you have the ability to update existing values or create duplicates within that list. After creating your list, the next step is an important one, setting up your pipeline statuses. These are completely customizable as every company is different. I'm going to create a general BC pipeline with target, light diligence, final diligence, and closing as my open statuses. Invested as my won status, lost and passed as lost statuses, and on hold as my on hold status. One trick here is that the first status you have listed in open will be the default status. You can also choose your preferred color for the statuses. When you're done, hit Create. On the New List screen, hit Import a List. The next step is to find and select your CSV file. Now that you're brought to our mapping screen, one thing to note is that there are required fields that you must map to. For a people list, you must map to people, full names. For an opportunity list, you must map to opportunity name. And for organizations, you must map to organization name. For organizations, a best practice is to include the website of the organization in your file. This is what Affinity uses to pull and display Crunchbase data. Next, you'll want to go through your file, mapping to the corresponding field that Affinity offers. If you have a field in your file that Affinity does not offer, you can create it as a custom column. Affinity offers a number of custom column types, including text, number, date, location, dropdown, ranked dropdown, person, and organization. In my file, I am tracking level of interest and total fund, both of which are custom. When creating custom columns, you can select List Field if you want that column to be specific to that list, or you can select Global Field if you want the column to populate throughout your entire Affinity account. When you are done mapping all of your fields, you will review your work. If everything checks out, you can proceed with importing. Affinity will send you an email when your import is complete with a link to check out your list. You're now an importing pro. Your first import into Affinity is complete.